In the vast and intricate universe of Doctor Who, there exists an episode that stands distinct, shrouded in an aura of mystery and revelation. Today, we delve into Dalek, an episode that's not just about a timeless adversary, but about something deeper. This journey invites you to explore the Daleks in a way that no other has attempted before. What secrets does it hold? How does it challenge our understanding of these formidable foes? Prepare to embark on a voyage through time and emotion as we uncover the layers of this remarkable episode. Join me as we unravel the hidden depths of Dalek beyond the sofa. Have you ever found yourself pondering what really lurks beneath the cold metal exterior of a Dalek? Well, today we're going to crack open the shell of one of Doctor Who's most chilling episodes. It's not just about a fearsome foe, it's a tale that dares to ask, can a Dalek feel? This episode tosses us into a whirlpool of emotions and questions everything we thought we knew about these iconic villains. Are you ready to see the Daleks in a whole new light? Okay, well, let's set the scene. We're rewinding back to 2005, a pivotal moment in the Doctor Who universe. This was the year when the show, after its grand revival, decided to bring back the Daleks, those infamous pepper pot-shaped terrorists of the galaxy. And who better to helm this reintroduction than Rob Sherman, a man who is well versed in the Whoniverse throughout his audio dramas. Now, Sherman had this unique challenge. How do you reintroduce a classic villain to a new generation whilst keeping the essence that made them iconic? He took a leaf out of his own book, quite literally. Sherman's audio drama Jubilee, a dark satirical take on the Daleks, served as the blueprint. In Jubilee, the Daleks are not just villains, they're symbols, commodities, twisted into pop culture icons. But Dalek, the TV episode, veers off into uncharted territories. It maintains the menacing presence, but it adds layers of complexity and emotion unheard of for these metal monsters. And here's where it gets juicy. Dalek didn't just make the waves by introducing these intergalactic villains, it stirred the pot with its darker themes. It pushed boundaries, exploring the Dalek psyche, delving into trauma, and flipping the script on who the villain was and who the victim was. So the burning question was, how did an episode born from an audio drama reshape a television icon, and what controversies surrounded its darker themes? Well, hold tight, we're about to deep dive into these mysteries. Now, I've got to admit, at the time I didn't really like Dalek very much. I had all of the Big Finish audio dramas, and I wasn't very happy about one of the episodes feeling like a retread of what I'd already seen, especially as the audio was only 2 years old at this point. But you've got to remember, we didn't know if the show would ever come back for a second series. To me, this felt a little bit like cheating. Now, 19 years on, being able to tell some classic stories actually feels like a thing that the show should be doing. But I suppose now there's been enough space that it doesn't feel like a retread of old material. Let's get into the nitty-gritty. First off, we're introduced to a Dalek, but not the kind that we're used to seeing. This one is imprisoned, chained up in a private collection of alien artifacts belonging to a wealthy and slightly eccentric Henry Van Straten. Now imagine this, a Dalek, the symbol of absolute power and destruction, is rendered powerless and vulnerable. It's a bit like seeing a shark in a paddling pool. You're left wondering, what's it doing there? But here's the kicker, this Dalek isn't just a prisoner, it's a victim. And that's something that we've never considered a Dalek to be before. And this revelation is just the beginning. How does this imprisoned Dalek reveal more than just its own fear? Well, it does something extraordinary. It shows us the other side of the coin, the side that we've never seen before. It's like finding out that the school bully has his own troubles at home. The Doctor's encounter with this Dalek is nothing short of a roller coaster of emotions. Remember, the Doctor is a Time Lord who has seen it all. Yet when he faces this Dalek, we see a side of him that is raw and unguarded and, frankly, a little bit shocking. He's not just angry, he's traumatized. His usual cool demeanour is shattered by the mere sight of his old enemy. It's like bumping into a ghost from your past, one that you thought you'd left behind. Enter Rose Tyler, the Doctor's companion, who offers a contrast to his reaction with her compassionate interaction with the Dalek.
Isn't there anything I can do?
My race is dead. I shall die alone.
She doesn't see a monster, she sees a creature in pain. Her touch, both literal and metaphorical, changes everything. Rose's interaction with the Dalek, it changes the course of the episodes. It's a pivotal moment that turns the entire narrative on its head. We're not in Kansas anymore, folks. We're in Utah. Didn't I mention that? After absorbing Rose's DNA, this metal monster isn't just a killing machine, it's a killing machine with feelings. It sounds like a sci-fi soap opera, I know, but trust me, this is way more gripping. This Dalek experiencing emotions for the first time is like a teenager with superpowers. It's confused, it's angry, and it's dangerous. There's more to it than just rampage. This Dalek is in turmoil, wrestling with the newfound emotions of Rose's DNA. It's a crisis of identity, a journey into the unknown for a creature designed to never question and only obey. As the Dalek struggles with newfound emotions, what critical decisions does it face? It's a moment that challenges not only the Dalek, but our own preconceptions of what these beings are capable of. They're not just mindless drones. There is something behind that cold exterior. This episode is a masterclass in character depth and narrative twists that leaves you questioning everything that you thought you knew about one of sci-fi's most iconic villains. Dalek throws some pretty hefty themes our way, of war, of trauma, of morality, and of ever-blurry lines between good and evil. It's almost like we're looking into a mirror that shows us not just our own face, but the depths of our own soul. The episode masterfully portrays how the scars of war aren't just physical, they seep into the psyche, affecting both the conquerors and the conquered. It's a haunting reminder of the long shadow that war casts, making us question our own understanding of right and wrong. It's not your typical black and white scenario, it's a whole load of grayscale. The Doctor is always a man who's a step ahead, but here he's shown in a different light. He's not just the saviour of worlds, he's also a survivor carrying the weight of the guilt and the time war. It's like seeing Superman dealing with kryptonite. The Doctor's usual composure crumbles when faced with his past trauma. This vulnerability makes him more relatable, more human. And then there's the Dalek. This episode does the unthinkable. It humanizes a Dalek.
It's the sunlight, that's all it wants.
But it can't.
It couldn't kill Van Statten, it couldn't kill me, it's changing.
We see fear and confusion and even a hint of remorse. And it's a far cry from the emotionless killing machines that we're used to. The Dalek journey is a mirror image of the Doctors. Both are war veterans, both the last of their kind, and both are struggling to find their place in the universe that's moved on. The Dalek, once a mere symbol of terror, it now reflects the Doctor's own war-torn psyche. It challenges our preconceptions about heroism and villainy, and the Doctor, hailed as a hero, exhibits moments of questionable morality, while the Dalek, a supposed villain, shows us glimpses of vulnerability and change.
I can feel so many ideas, so much darkness.
It's a poignant reminder that in the aftermath of war, the lines between hero and villain can become blurred. In Dalek, we're not just watching a story unfold, we're being asked to look beyond the labels to see the complexities and the pain that resides in every single being. It's a powerful message wrapped in a sci-fi package, making us ponder after the credits roll. This episode is a narrative that resonates with the way the very core of our human experience works. It flips the script on the Daleks. We're used to seeing them as the quintessential baddies, but Dalek offers us a different perspective. It's like we're realising the monster under your bed might be as afraid of the dark as you are. The Dalek in this story isn't a one-dimensional villain. It's a creature with fears, with struggles, with feelings. And this shift not only adds depth to the Daleks, but also entrenches the Dalek in the Doctor Who universe. It's a bold move, showing us that even in a universe brimming with black holes and time travel, the real complexities lie in the characters. And then there's the Doctor, our gallant Time Lord, usually the beacon of hope and bravery. It's shown to grapple with his own inner demons. It shows us that heroes aren't immune to trauma. In fact, Dalek is playing on Nietzsche's quote about looking into the abyss. He who fights with monsters might take care lest he thereby becomes a monster. For the first time in Doctor Who history, we find that even the most feared enemies have depth and complexities, and sometimes heroes carry shadows of their adversaries with them. It's a profound message wrapped in a sci-fi adventure, leaving us to ponder the nuances of heroism and villainy. As we close this chapter, let's not forget the bigger picture that Dalek paints, a canvas where heroes and villains are not just black and white, but various shades of grey. It challenges us to look beyond the surface, to understand that every character, every person has a story, often hidden between layers of pain and bravery. But that's it for this video. And I'd love to know what you thought about Dalek in the comments below. So please just go there, leave comments, and let's keep the conversation going. And please join me next time that we go beyond the sofa.